I got, you're not finished yet. You will be. You're going south. So, you know what? You can say what you want about my spiritual practice, but the primary motivation for this chapter of my ride, I can say this safely now because I'm all the way in Mexico and anybody who judges me can't touch my ass. So I'm on my way down to find ayahuasca. Well, to let ayahuasca find me. Like peyote, I almost tried to lose peyote, but it was like, you're going. I was like, okay, fine. But yeah, so ayahuasca in Peru or Ecuador is my primary target. And that's really just the gist of it. Like, I came down here to heal. I didn't come down here to fuck with anybody's lifestyle. I didn't come down here to piss anybody off. All I really came down here for was so that I can go back to the world that I know with a genuine smile on my face. Because that has been very hard to come by in my life. Even a lot of the time, especially in earlier episodes where you see me laughing at myself, I'm probably angry inside. And I just don't want to live that way anymore. I want to know my neighbors and work with them and live amongst them rather than just beside them. I want to build something like this attached to something like Sunray Kelly's with Aprovecho built right into it. Like, come on down, we'll teach you some things, you can live here if we like you. Because the world is just a beautiful place and it's not out to get me. I've had a hard time with that truth. Spent a lot of time thinking that the world was kicking my ass. And I kind of starting to realize that it was just kicking me in the ass to get me off my lazy ass and get me living. Enjoying this. Like, this is easy to enjoy, mind you. Like, I'm sitting in a treehouse in Mexico at a nomad hostel for $10 a night. That's living. I'm sorry, but wow, it's cheaper than rent in Kelowna. I'm just saying. Just gotta find a way to make money while you're down here. So, I guess speaking of money, I'm kind of starting to run out. Because again, I came down here to heal. I wasn't like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. I'm like, no, I've got to leave where I am, go where I know I need to go to get to where I need to be. Oh, well, that's there. Okay. Thanks, God. I won't go in. Anyway. So, that's me, man. That's around the block. And, you know, quite honestly, I might be done after Peru. And you guys would just have to live with that, and the show would end, and you'd go on with your lives, and as would I. But, at the same time, I've got the equipment. If I could just get the funding, I could afford to do the entire eastern continent as well, or the other continent, I guess you could call it, because directions are all relative. It's like Paul Beach told me. He's like, hey, you can have a dead-end job anywhere. Why not do it anywhere? So, if I'm gonna... Except for the whole building the Shire thing. Well, there is a Shire. Anyway, I'd kind of like to see Africa and the Middle East and China and all that on my bike before I go back to North America and build this. Because then it's out of my way and I don't have to wish I did. I'm a man of very deep resolve, and I've already started. So I'm going. And as far as the money's concerned, I could stop for 8 months and teach English. 10 months? I guess it's a full year. Yeah, they do year-round schooling down here. Okay, so I could stop for a full year in Chile and teach English. And save some money and probably be able to afford to India. But I guess it just is the question of what you want this to be. Because as you're watching this walkabout, I'd be content living for a year in Chile, teaching English, learning Spanish, and enjoying the culture. But at the same time, I think the show would get kind of boring. If you found it, if you find this thing in 2020, then you can watch the whole thing. It doesn't matter how long it is. So that's basically the gist of it. Is I came down here to heal. I'm gonna keep going, and I need to fund it. The show is free, but it's not free to make, man. Alright, I'm gonna turn the commercials off. Back to me. I think that's the only thing really bugging me right now. So that I'm unsure of my next paycheck. Kind of fun, isn't it? And, like, here, I'll bring this up. There's a lot of beggars here. And a lot of them, like, they'll just walk up to me like, "Gringo, you have money, give me some." And, fuck, man, as soon as they call me a gringo, I'm like, "Vamos." Like, I don't care what you want out of me, man. Like, find a way to contribute to life, and I'd be happy to provide for you. But right now, you're just a leech. And bloodletting is good for health, but telling you to get a job might... I don't know. I didn't get a job, just do something. Like, this is where I'm going with this. Is I don't want to feel like, hey, I'm in Mexico, I'm broke, give me some money. Because I feel like this show is providing value to somebody, somewhere. And so far, my primary benefactor is my family. And while the value I provide for them with this is they know I'm still alive, which they enjoy quite thoroughly. But for the rest of you, I don't know what you're getting out of this, and I really hope you're getting at least a fraction of what I am, because I've only crossed 2 lines, and I feel good. I feel pretty good. I'd really like to be clean spiritually before ayahuasca. Like, to get there and drink the tea and be like, this is redundant. I'm feeling good. That'd be the dream right there. To find that kind of peace inside based on just the things that I've done and I've taught myself that I can do, which so far is pretty much anything. And I guess I gotta say it because it's coming into my brain and this is me. So far, the only people that have made me feel threatened or in danger for my life are some of the people on the Adventure Rider forum. It's just retarded. I don't know why that's relevant, but I can kind of find it slightly profound that the only people that have made me feel at all in danger or threatened are probably my strongest support network for the motorcycle part of this tour. Take what you will out of that. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Do what you love and the money will follow. I really hope I get to prove that. Wow. I'm not really sure if this 20 minutes was my soul or a commercial. Or me commercializing my soul. That's interesting. Muy interesante.